Hi, Peter Allen's Vigor Transformations. What I want to go over today is basically kind of footwork that will promote better mechanics or movement pattern when we're moving. A lot of this stuff I actually kind of took from martial arts. And I realized a lot of us kind of don't know what we're doing sometimes with our feet in terms of what's happening. Because it happens kind of so spontaneous, like maybe we're walking and I got to turn around, so I might make this a stop and a stop, but I can make that much easier. So if I got to turn around, I got to go the other way. I'm going to bring my foot across. I'm going to turn all the way. I'm going to move from there. And I realized one of the great things about that actually movement pattern, when I go from here to here, one, I'm stretching my hips. Two, I'm bringing my glutes back into it. I want to kind of spread apart the floor. So I'll show you this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to cross it over, and I'm going to spin on the balls of my feet. I'm going to pull apart the floor. I'm going to move my right foot, and again. Okay? So I'm going to come across and back. So I'll go towards the video, the screen. So I'm coming across, I'm going to turn. My feet are offset, okay? So I'm going to bring this foot across, spin. Now when we do this, a lot of times too, we want to bring that whole leg. I always notice a lot of times when people are kind of doing karaoke, they're kind of just moving the lower extremity part. I want to bring my whole hip across that. So I'm going to come here, core tight, should be up straight as best I can. I'm going to cross, and I'm going to get on the ball of my feet and turn. This will also help promote better balance, better mobility. I use a lot of kind of footwork, and now I'm realizing some of the footwork was really helpful, and some of it might have been not so good. It helps when you're doing martial arts, but some of these movement patterns kind of do in our everyday life that might not kind of promote the best movement patterns, and it's just a matter of doing enough of them often enough. I'm going to go to the next one. It's kind of like sweeping the floor. So I'm going to come in together and I'm going to come apart. So this is kind of how you would sweep somebody. Okay, I'm coming backwards, sweep. So I'm coming in and over. I should keep my hips nice and straight. But basically I'm adducting, abducting, add, ab, add, ab, add, ab. And I shouldn't be getting any taller when I do this. Staying on the balls of my feet, feet together and apart, feet together, apart, feet together. And that's the whole thigh too. So I'm coming in, coming out, in, out, in, out. Now if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, we can bring the hands up and I switch and I switch. Front foot, front hand. Left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right. Rising hand up, rising hand up, rising hand up, and going back. Now, I used to, honestly, still do, now I'm getting back into it, I love this stuff. Because again, it teaches hand-eye coordination, hips, core, arms, I mean, you kind of name it. Martial arts does help improve it. It's just a matter of, who you have for instructors or what's going on. And now I'm taking kind of my personal training knowledge in biomechanics, trying to find the best movement patterns to kind of help this. I'm going to come in and up, in and up. I'm going to go back to that first one. Okay, so the crossover. We're going to cross, spin. Same thing. If my hands are up, I'm going to go up. Oop, that was that one. Pivoted on that one. So one's a cross. Choose a pivot. Okay, martial arts. If I was going that way, I wouldn't cross this leg. Okay, protect the groin and all that stuff. But because we're doing this more from a mechanical aspect, I'm going to cross too. Okay, so I'm here. I come over. Switch. Now I'm going back. It's going the wrong way. Getting myself mixed up with my hands. Because normally you don't do a back spin into this, but because I'm doing it for the hand part, that's why it's mixing me up, because it's a back spin. So I'm coming in, back spin. I'll leave the hands out for now. So I'm going to come here, over, here, over, here, over. Back way. If you get dizzy, what I'll do is I'm going to make a switch here. Do it this way. So we're going to sweep, sweep. Now I'm going to cross, spin. Okay? Now I'm going to sweep, sweep, cross, spin. You can make up any, honestly, thing that you want out of this. Sky's the limit in terms of what you want to do. Again, I'm even just kind of making this up as long. We're going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to cross, spin, and then come back. 1, 2, 3, cross, spin. Okay, going back. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to cross, spin, and back. 1, 2, 3. I would cross this way. Spin. 1, 2, 3, cross. It's kind of the neat part, especially if you do this on like a linoleum floor, hardwood floor. I got the kind of foam floor here. You can clean your floor too at the same time if you really wanted to. It's just about getting that sweeping motion, kind of almost like you're gliding, like ice skating. And it's that abduction that we're looking for from the hips. Okay. Same thing with that cross, okay? If I'm turning and got to move, I want that big turn, spin, down, go in the other direction. Big turn, spin. Make sure you practice this kind of equally with which side you're doing. Because that's kind of the all too often mistake. You know, I'm better crossing with my right, so I might do that one more often than I would do with my left. But again, once you kind of start practicing these things, they'll start coming out in everyday life. You'll start to notice, you know, you're more nimble. Again, I'm moving, I'm landing on the balls of my feet when I move. So another one would be kind of the step. This is more of a boxing. So just taking little steps. And then you would jab, 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 cross. Okay, switch the lead. Step. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now my hips are offset. My right's tighter than my left. So I'm staying away from some of that movement pattern for a little bit until I feel like I get this hip in a good position. Gotta get that hip out a little bit better. All right, we did that one, we did that one, we did that one. Another one that's a good one too is slide. Okay, so I'm here, slide. So very similar to the first or second one, going here, but I'm going sideways. The feet come together. Show you this way. So feet together, apart. It's not really far, so my weight's on my right, weight's on my left, together. Slide, weight shift, over. This is one of the ones that I like to teach a lot of clients in the beginning too, because a lot of times we don't know where our weight is, and this really helps us understand it. Something I didn't break down yet with you guys. I bring that over, I just go straight over, straight over. So we shouldn't really be getting any taller when we do this. Just going back and forth. Weights in the right, weights in the left. Right, left, right. Let me get my hips better here. Together. One right, back. So I did this going this way. Weights in my left, weights in my right. Left, right, left. Going back. So if we were doing this for fighting purposes, I'd probably keep my weight here, unless I'm worried about the guy kicking me. Then I might keep my weight back. So I can keep my weight on this side, or I can keep my weight on this side. Hands would stay up. That's what you're looking for to hear too. That kind of shouldn't hear the feet getting picked up. You know, on a floor like this, you hear the swishing. So a quick recap: we got the cross, spin, cross, spin. This is great for the hips, great for mobility. Not always the best for being dizzy. Next, we're gonna go clean the floor. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Wait till the balls of my feet. Okay. Then we did side. Go this way so you can see. Here, shift, over. Oop, that was a bad one. Side, and then come backwards. Okay. You could work it into a full spin too. We're coming across. I spin, I'm going backwards this way. Or I'm looking this way rather. It's still that same first one, sorry. It's not a full spin yet. I'm coming across, but I'm looking this way. That's more of, again, martial arts movement pattern. Now, if you really wanted to kind of practice your balance into this, another thing that I love to kind of do with clients is my weights here. I come up to balance position, and down, toe, heel, shift the weight. Balance, toe, heel. Okay. And the other thing I did throw in there is the hands. Okay, rising hand up, down, hand up. Down, going back. Ooh, lost my balance. So I went to my heel. A lot of times when we lose a weight, it's because we go to our heels. Took me a while to understand that. Now if you want to really make it a little bit more complicated, we can throw in a kick. So we're going here, left arm, left leg, kick, switch. Oh, not yet. Switch. Switch. Go back. A little bit harder because you're kicking off the lead leg. Oh, lost my balance. I'm not demonstrating this most perfect. I should be using more hip. I'm just kind of flicking my leg right now. Won't get into that too much, but a lot of kicks are hip going up, going forward. Those are your kind of two angles. Kind of doing a front kick, side kick, throwing the hips out. That's where your momentum and your power comes from. It's not so much from just the leg, it's from the whole hip. Cover them all, boom, 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 boom. I think that's it. I'll probably do a better segmented video on this, but what I wanted to do, really the big one I wanted to show, is this crossover, because I'm trying to fix my hip myself. So thinking of kind of the best movement patterns to facilitate getting our kind of glutes back in, working these abduction movement patterns, instead of just kind of thinking of these traditional squats, lunges, which work it, but they don't really work these motions that much. And I realized, even though I was doing martial arts, I wasn't getting all the ones that I needed or I should have been focused on. Like again, like a cross stance. Oops, cross this way. I realized this is getting really tight on this side, right? So I cross, this is tight. And then I'm kicking from this position. It's hard to get it back up and in. So I'm not working that abduction as much, and that's why I like that kind of spin, because I'm abducting one, abducting the other. So I'm pulling this one apart. We'll explore more of the martial arts stuff later. We found this video helpful and informative. Next one. Thank you.